Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Ramblemania brings to you, it is I, your inaugural Ramblemania heavyweight champion, Hazel, the Eye Zombie. The crew is back, ladies and gentlemen. I had to bring the band back together, and they're joining me here today. Banter Club's very own
The Angel Dev 6XL, joining me as always.
Is I, your now former five-time Ramblemania champion of this and all the other worlds, TJ the Great.
See, here's the situation, right? This is why he's not champion anymore. Hazel and I kind of did a bamboozle and tied.
Yeah, so basically what happened is
now we gotta have a number one contender. No, number one contender. We have to have a
one-on-one prediction.
Yeah, we have to have a one-on-one rubber match. So
it'll be me versus Six at TLC for
yes.
the Ramblemania Heavyweight Championship, while Tev has to be spectator.
This is what I get for going perfect at SummerSlam and not watching the product. I got my ass whooped this time.
Yeah. No, this is what we get when we got the title vacant the first time at All Out.
Oh, yeah.
Because we tied on that one. Like, all three of us tied. And that was a shocker. And we took 3 months off just to give that belt wrestle. Vacant's been holding on to that for that long. It was just very surprising that Tev, of all people, is now has the most championship reigns and the longest reign ever.
I technically have the longest reign still.
Well, counting all of his championship reigns, the numbers still add up.
That don't work, man. That's not. This ain't Bailey. Fuck you. You out here sounding like fucking. What's this motherfucker's name? Corey Graves and shit.
But yes.
The longest, bitch. You ain't got the longest reign, bitch.
We never really got to explain the rules of how the championship really works in these predictions. So I have basically thought of this in total. The champion gets an advantage if he ties with another person, so he still retains. But if the two people who are not champion tie with each other, the champion loses his title and remains vacant. And it leads up to basically a one-on-one match between the two tied victors. Now, if all three of us tied while one person is the champion, it gets vacant either way.
Now, let me tell you something that's hilarious. This man over here, right here, fucked up the way he posted the prediction.
I was in such a rush and I had to leave for work.
So my predictions was right above us, and he was like, I'm winning, yeah. And I'm like, bro, look up.
I kept looking at Tev's prediction while I was doing everything.
Yep, I was like, look at my predictions up there. Look at my predictions up there. And when he saw my predictions up there, where they were,
I had to retally the score all over again. Remind you, I had to keep score while I'm at work, and I hate telling you guys to keep score because y'all don't do that. This is basically our Survivor Series review. We haven't done any of these in like a while. It's been a fucking minute, guys, since we last did these. When was the last time we did an episode like this? We were just rambling on, just nonsense. This was April, right?
Man. It was during quarantine.
Yeah, we were quarantined.
Yes, I believe I coined the phrase "quarantine ramble."
It was that long. And you guys have been doing your stuff every week. I've been back doing Raw rants now, and everything is now just gonna go pretty smoothly. And hopefully we can just come back together like once a month and just trust me. If I was still in New York with you guys, I think it would probably be the same thing. Like I'd be working 12 hours because of this whole fucking pandemic.
Yeah. Because I got stuck with that stupid ass schedule.
Yeah.
The moment I came back to work from quarantine, it was like, hey buddy, remember how you used to work those nice cozy 9 to 5, 5 days a week? Hey, remember how comfortable that was? Yeah, you're gonna do 12 hours.
Yeah, we're gonna give you more hours, so that's more pay. But you're just like, fuck, I need to rest, but I need the money. We got 30 years of the gobbledygooker, and he finally won a championship. Blow my fucking head off, please.
Yo, he deadass did. He won the 24/7 title.
Blow my fucking head off. Like, seriously.
The gobbledygooker gets his due.
Yeah.
I wish it was Hector Guerrero.
Oh,
facts.
I can imagine if it was him actually in that costume. And that, you know, they don't talk about him that much because he's not that relevant. But you need to remember, he debuted the same year as Taker.
I hope
on
that,
the exact same pay-per-view.
I hope that Vince gives him that accolade of winning the 24/7 championship. Yeah. I hope that he gives him that. I hope like he'll acknowledge like, yeah, it was Hector Guerrero, even though it wasn't.
And can I remind you guys that this is the Gobbledygooker's very first ever championship win in the history of his entire career in the WWE/E.
Ah, well. Eggman gimmick. You ever hear the story of Taker talking about of him being scared shitless that he was going to get that gimmick?
Oh my God. Do you remember also that they were talking about that it could have been one of the ideas thrown out was that it could have been Andre the Giant.
Oh, in the Gobbledygooker outfit?
Yeah. No, in the egg.
In the egg.
Yeah.
What the like there wouldn't be a Gobbledygooker. Like he would just hatch out of the egg.
Yeah, it would have just
been
Andre the Giant.
What kind of post WCW 1990s bullshit
Bro,
is that?
I didn't book the shit. That was like literally one of the rumors at the time.
That's like the Yeti. That's like on some Yeti shit.
The Yeti. The Yeti happened though.
Yeah, that happened. Okay, but can you imagine Andre the Giant exploding from a giant egg?
That would have been crazy.
1990.
That would have been crazy, but not as crazy as a wrestler being named Super Giant Ninja and it actually being a Super Giant Ninja who was once the Yeti.
Yo, they gave that man some bullshit in the WCW. I like them in the flock though.
Oh my God, it's just so weird. But yeah, mainly it's 30 years of the Undertaker's final farewell, and this was, you know, apart from this whole year being a shitty year, and the fact that we have to, you know, deal with 2K audio and fucking WWE.
Yo, that shit is hilarious.
This was
so bad.
This was actually a pretty good Survivor Series. I thought it was going to be a complete dumpster fire since NXT was not involved, but you know what? They actually delivered. I was just really pissed off at the very end because I really wanted to see The Fiend just put Taker in the mandible claw and that's it. Like,
this was a real thing. I think it was okay that this wasn't an angle and they just really let The Undertaker have his last ride. He put whoever he wanted to put over. He had his matches. This is a moment for the character. I respected that.
Did you watch him talk about AJ Styles?
Freaking AJ Styles.
Did you know that AJ Styles came out of the dryer on Impact? Because for some reason, Hornswoggle.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yo,
I saw that.
That nigga looked like AJ Styles straight out of the dryer, my nigga.
He do look like a shrunken AJ. Yeah, there was a reason why he was chosen to be in that match, that crazy boneyard match. I still hate the name. It was a great match. Loved it. Best cinematic thing I've ever seen. But what pissed me off was the fact that like is what he said next, and I feel kind of bad because I'm like, yo, there's other dudes. But he was like, that's the only dude that he felt like he could actually work with and that could actually go with him.
Wow.
And I was like, ooh.
So nobody else mattered throughout his WrestleMania matches?
No. I'm saying that's why he was chosen that this year.
Okay.
Because he was like, nah, this motherfucker, nope. Not this motherfucker, nope. Not this motherfucker, nope. And then Vince was like, well, then he wanted AJ, bro. He wanted, and he trained harder than he ever trained. He thought he was going to be in the best physical peak condition that he could ever be in. And it's kind of whack because what he wanted was an in-ring match. That's what he wanted. And it's like, yeah, for us, the cinematic one was fire. But for the Undertaker, it's just like, damn, son, I wanted a regular one-on-one.
Yeah,
I feel bad for him. You know?
I do feel bad for him in that sense. I do get that, and especially because that's what he did his entire career, put on shows for crowds. But in the same vein, I felt like doing it that way was better than a real in-ring match for all those reasons that Taker, he was older and his body had more wear and tear on it, and you wouldn't have to rely on AJ to get him through the match. They just could do their gimmick in the cinematic.
I believe it's like from all the Mania matches that he's done, I think that's probably the one time that we see Taker full power, 100%, give it his all. Like, I think that put a toll to his body. Like all the matches with Shawn, with Hunter, Brock, even Punk, because those put like a lot of wear and tear. Because there were some moments where, like, if we remembered, he almost broke his neck at Mania 25 from that suicide dive. I don't even know why he still even tried to continue to do it after that huge scare. But I could respect a man even for him, for like The Undertaker. I respect someone like him for doing what he did. That's why, like, one of my favorite moments that I could say that I liked about Taker the most, I say his American Badass characters. I think it just brought out more of his real side, took away all the magic stuff, went to his, brawler, all that type of stuff. The bicycle stuff was cool. I did get that he kind of put on a little bit of weight when he debuted the American Badass character, but still it was just like he needed to slow down.
To be honest, in the beginning, he had lost mad weight. Yeah. Because if you ever look at, like, when he first came back, he didn't look like the big bloated Undertaker towards the end of his, Ministry of Darkness run, or the run with Big Show. He was mad big. And then when he came back and he was jacked.
Yeah. Like the whole Ministry thing, that was controversial indeed. He was doing some weird shit at that time there.
It was acceptable at the time. Fuck out of here.
Like if shit like that was accepted was around this year, oh yeah, there would be a lot of complaints.
It's crazy because like that whole run of Undertaker wasn't even that long, really, of like Ministry shit.
Yeah.
It was like a couple of months in '99, and then he went away because he was hurt.
Yeah. He got I think it was he had to deal with hip surgery, and then he got injured again after that.
I think he was even like considering like retiring at that point. Like it might be time, but then he came back and
because Vince let him come back with the that gimmick.
Yeah,
the badass Taker. Because he was like, yo, I feel stale as shit. And even on the podcast when him and Austin were talking about it, I forgot which one of the two, but in one of them they were talking about it, and he was talking to Austin, and Austin was like, yo, I know exactly what you mean, which is funny because we all know what Austin ended up doing when he felt like he was getting stale.
Yeah.
He turned himself heel at like the peak. At peak Austin, he turned himself heel.
All right, so let's have our little Undertaker moment real quick. Favorite Taker gimmick?
His final form.
You mean Boneyard Taker?
Yep.
Isn't it that Badass Taker still?
It combines all of them.
All of them.
All of them?
Yeah.
Yep. He's Mark Calloway.
Yeah.
No, he's Mark Callis.
He's Mark Calloway. He's himself.
Yeah.
He's phenom. Well, Dark Undertaker and Badass Taker.
Yeah.
Well, the man.
The reason why is because remember when he told AJ, "I'm bringing the Holy Trinity." Mark, Undertaker, Badass. So. That's not even his final form.
Yeah, that's not even his final form. Yeah,
it was.
Mine will always be. It was. Mine will always be the American Badass gimmick. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like Phenom Taker, but I think American Badass brought out more of him and he didn't have to do that voice anymore. He could like talk just like normally. And the best line ever that he had, "I'm gonna make you famous."
I did like that line.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like the Limp Bizkit thing. I like the whole "you done it now."
I hated that song.
That was awesome.
Tevin loves that song.
That song was awesome. I hated the instrumental version because
hated it.
you know, there was two versions of it. There was the instrumental one first, and then there was the one with the verses. The instrumental one was good, but it was missing something. Some fucking words.
The instrumental version had some like ghost words in the background.
It just had dead man walking. But
and all those guitar licks and shit.
I think no matter what, at the end of the day, no matter what gimmick Undertaker's in,
sorry.
No matter what gimmick Undertaker's in, the minute I hear that gong, my hair, I get chills, goosebumps. It's one of those where it's just like, is it time?
Well, I think that's a perfect reason why I think my favorite Undertaker gimmick is, you know, the dead man, the phenom. But in particular, I feel like pre-Ministry, 97, 98 Undertaker.
Okay.
Cowboy hat Undertaker?
Cowboy hat Undertaker with the black.
The flat cowboy hat Undertaker?
Yeah, with the black.
With the black and purple?
And the black tier?
Yes, black tier Undertaker. Yeah. That threw Foley off the goddamn cell. Taker.
If you want to talk about my favorite of the darker iterations of the Undertaker, I would like to say my favorite one had to be like the look wise period. Fucking Boss Man versus Undertaker.
Oh my God. That was when people were complaining that he was really too controversial for television.
Motherfucker looked like Lucifer, bro. the beard with no stash, just the long
the
goatee.
Beard, yeah. The little goat, yeah. And then the big bat wing looking shit sticking out of his shoulder pads and the fucking weird the nipple piercings.
Could you imagine James Mitchell managing him during that time?
Can you imagine Cyrus managing him at the time?
He would never want. No, that nigga had so much heat at the time. I don't think Taker wouldn't even do that.
That still would have been a dope look.
It would have, but
James Mitchell also would have looked great with Kane.
The politics was real. But James Mitchell would have been perfect.
You might imagine James Mitchell with Kane.
Oh, that too. Imagine him with Kane and Taker.
No. Imagine this. Undertaker and Paul Bearer, right? On one side. Right? You got James and Kane on the other side.
Ooh.
And then just like war, son.
Hell in a Cell.
That's why, that era of Undertaker.
Biter.
Him and Kane, like, locking horns. Like, that whole story ensnared me as a kid.
You know what's crazy?
Brother Undertaker, he's coming for you.
Like, no matter how many feuds Taker had, that was the feud. That was literally the feud. It could go on for ages. It could go on for eons.
Man,
we will never get old. We will never get tired of it.
I like every feud with Taker, though. I liked every damn feud with Taker.
They come up with some shit like, oh, Kane kidnaps the Undertaker's ex-wife, Sarah.
Yo, I think the only Taker thing that I can honestly say that I didn't fuck with was him and Giant Gonzalez.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking gross, my nigga.
That was like...
That's
when they just kept throwing big guys at him, just because guys.
They threw Sid at him. They threw Diesel at him. I'm surprised they didn't throw Mabel at him.
Let me tell you something. Him and Diesel, I kind of understood.
Yeah, that makes sense. Him and Sid makes sense.
Him and Sid also makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I don't know if he ever was good in the ring, but this motherfucker did not belong in a wrestling ring.
Giant Gonzalez?
Fuck no.
Yeah, no, he didn't belong. He was just there because he was humongous.
Him and the Great Khali. I never understand why the fuck they get this giant immobile motherfucker, put him in a ring. Why? He can't move.
Out of all the people that Undertaker has put over the years, I'm surprised that he actually put that motherfucker over.
Company man.
Like, if he... I would have just said have Muhammad Hassan beat Taker and then fucking beat him.
Part of 30 years of Undertaker is him being a company man, him going along with a lot of this shit. I mean, obviously he spoke up on a lot of shit.
Yeah, he did.
He was the only nigga.
Ain't that right, Brett?
Yeah,
he was the only nigga in throughout his whole entire year in WWE that never broke character. Never. I'm not counting the Kuwait shit. I'm not.
Once he took the damn trench coat and cap off. After that, he started breaking kayfabe. Oh
yeah. Like for instance, I sent you guys the thing with him, the Hot Ones episode.
That shit was great.
That's awesome. They have one with Austin too. I have to send it to you.
I've been seeing.
Yeah, the Austin one. Yeah, that's it.
The Jericho one is my favorite.
Anything Austin, you don't have to ask me. You ain't gotta ask me. I seen it already. I seen it. I watched it. I heard it. Fucking RVD and Steve Austin talking about weed is hilarious.
RVD has a CBD also.
I know he does.
Basically, what happens is everyone from Taker's past, from rivalries to close friendships to BSK. Again, rest in peace, Yokozuna. I wish he was actually still alive.
Yo, that shit hurt. Part of this.
That shit hurt. And also, Paul Bear, again, that one hit us completely because
the dang hologram.
I understand how all three of us would feel when we found out that he died. It hit us a lot because that was one of the best managers they had in WWF/WWE. No matter how many times they had to kill him off and then resurrect him and just come up with some excuse to bring him back. I didn't care how many times they brought him back. He will always be forever next to Bobby the Brain Heenan, Paul Heyman, best managers in all of WWE.
And I think the symbolism of it is perfect too. Just you got Paul Bear
I'm
calling the Undertaker home
up right now.
Yeah,
he is calling him home.
He's calling him home. I really like that. I thought, it's hard to top what he did at that WrestleMania, leaving the hat and everything in the ring. But I thought this was as well as you can do, having Paul Bear, call the Undertaker home.
Yeah. Again, when you guys saw it, I didn't get a chance to see it, but when I found out about it, I'm I need to see this for myself. First of all, I was not a big fan of Taker's promo. It felt too short, and I kept telling myself something needs to happen. I'm either waiting for the Fiend or something good, and then the Paul Bear thing happened, and I'm just my fucking childhood, man. God, it's over. Now it's officially over.
Was I the only one feeling when they said, "Oh yeah"?
Of course.
Was I the only one feeling
when that
in
came
their heart
when that came on? The tears hit. I was just because my hair just fucking went up. I had goosebumps. Everything. What bothered me at first? Okay, Vince McMahon saying WWF.
Yes,
cool shit. I don't want to be that kind of guy. We don't want to mark out too hard about that. But you know what? Vince saying it after all these years of not even bringing it up. Oh my God! You know what? Great. But what bothered me at first was I thought there was a botch with the fucking music because I thought my phone was acting crazy because there was an SNES Undertaker theme playing in my phone.
Yo, so it was the lightning. So I found out lightning not lightning. It was electricity.
Is that where they have those rods there?
Yeah, so those rods, right? They send really strong voltages, right? And you can they're audible. Those voltages are audible. Same way in real life when you can actually hear you can actually hear it. So it was literally zapping it. And every time it would zap it, it would play his theme.
Yeah, I thought it was playing different notes of his theme. Yeah,
deadass. I really thought it was just my headphones were acting weird or my phone was glitching out. I didn't even know because I'm I wasn't paying attention. I didn't want to pull on my phone when I'm at work because they'll fucking write me up and shit.
I honestly thought it was the cutest thing in the world.
But after seeing it, I'm like, oh, that was fucking cool and all that shit. And then
it was fucking adorable. I love that shit. It was nice.
I like it.
And then, you know, with everyone else there, everyone made that whole joke like, oh, Kane's the only one in his wrestling gear. And nobody complained that.
Yeah.
Jeff Hardy was in
love that Kane was in his gear.
in his gear too. But Jeff Hardy was in gear.
Man, Jeff Hardy always looks like that.
Jeff Hardy always looks like that. But Kane was supposed to be in his goddamn gear. It's the Undertaker and Kane.
I think he should have stayed with him. He should have just stayed there.
He should have stayed with him.
He should have stayed with him. Yes.
Yeah.
I agree
just so we can have that. Just so we can have that final farewell. It may be the Undertaker's, like, you know, his final bow, but, you know, keep the fucking kayfabe alive, like, at least. The Brothers of Destruction, like, that's something that we grew up with as kids. Come on, WCW tag champs, WWE tag champs. Come on, man. Like, with Paul Bearer there, that would have been the picture perfect moment.
Listen, man, it's not just the fact of all the things you said. Is that you made this man come out here in gear. And he ain't even gonna see the Undertaker. Like, what's the point then? What is the point? You tell me. See, what would have been real is if he would have came out. It's because he didn't come out in classic Kane gear. If he would have came out in classic Kane gear,
I bet crazy.
I bet you Vince would have been like,
I would have loved him come out with the red and black with the cape.
Yo, nah, ew, don't give him the cape.
Why? Why not?
The Taker.
We don't talk about the cape.
Nah, we don't do that. The Kane that I would have loved.
The cape. That was awesome.
The Kane that I would have loved though is inverse Kane.
Oh, black and red Kane.
Oh, black with the red on the
that one.
I
actually like when he was teaming with X-Pac, right?
Give me that Kane. I haven't seen that one in mad long. Come out as that Kane. And then you go say hi to the Undertaker. Vince would have been like, nah, nigga, you wearing the gear. You going out there.
we gotta do the gimmick.
Yeah, him, and Paul Bearer going, oh, yes, do it, all of it.
But 30 years of WWE matches, title wins, controversial moments, you know, Biker Taker, you know, buried alive matches, casket matches, the streak. Most importantly, because that's what Taker is officially synonymous for. Everything else that I say doesn't really mean anything because the streak is what The Undertaker was for Mania. That was basically the final boss of the video games that you needed to beat, and two people did it.
Yo, can I talk about this right quick?
Go ahead.
Yo, so Austin and Undertaker was talking about this. And it was mad. Yo, I'm throwing mad shade because I was watching that and I felt mad shade coming off of the shit that Austin and Taker were saying. So there was a heavy shade on this one. And not in a bad way. It's just, so Undertaker's talking about how Brock made him, you know, how Vince made him lose to Brock and he literally made the decision day of. And then Austin right away goes, yeah, I remember when they did that to me. Like, and he was like, I was supposed to lose to Brock, but then I said, no, it's not good business. And then, you know, if it was me, I would have left. Austin is a G.
Taking my ass straight out the door.
Undertaker's, you know, mad chill, like, well, you know.
That is hilarious.
He literally says this. This is what he says. That's what the old man wants. That's what the old man gets. Yo, that's crazy.
So Taker should have taken his ball and went home too at Mania 30.
Nah. What he did was basically like, Vince, this is pointless. It's gonna fall on its ass, and everyone is gonna look at you like, why? Without saying any words, without even saying that, he said that. Because he said the old man gets what the old man want. In other words, well, you reap what you sow, motherfucker. That's what you wanted. That's what you got. The entire world is looking at you like, nigga, that was a dumb idea. You should have gave it. Shit, I would have liked it. Undertaker also said, I would have rather fucking Roman. He said it. He was like, I would have rather Roman. It would have at least put a new star over.
Yeah, or
like with Brock, like he ain't gotta be. He's over. He's Brock.
Like, yo, even after Roman beat him, he still didn't get over.
Here's why this is the problem. They would have never needed to give it to Brock had they not did all that stupid shit with Brock to begin with, having him lose to John Cena and Triple H.
Dumbass.
For
Dumbass.
what? If you haven't beat those guys, then he don't gotta beat the Undertaker at WrestleMania, and then you could have it beat Roman or whoever else you want.
Man, they should have just never fucked the CM Punk and just let him.
Could have been CM Punk if you were so inclined, as if it's whatever.
If you would have gave CM Punk the final spot at WrestleMania, he would have stayed.
Yeah, that's what he wanted.
But you know
wanted
what?
The main event.
We're not time travelers, so we can't fucking go back in time and fix
that.
But
Kushida is.
Yeah, Kushida is. Is Kushida interested in that? I don't know if
Kushida, do your thing.
But what if it's multiverse theory? Come on now, think.
Oh, see, that's
Kushida McFly. Fuck all that shit.
Yeah, we can make it happen.
Kushida can
Dragon
do
Ball
everything.
time traveling is so confusing.
Listen, Bruh, if we're crossing wrestling timelines, there's a couple of wrestling timelines I would like to see and go to.
I want to see the timeline in which Owen Hart never passed away.
Naturally.
Draws never got paralyzed.
Naturally.
Brett never went to WCW.
Naturally.
The streak is over, guys. It's 9-1. No more tables for Lana.
Speaking of streaks, right? Damn, yo.
So what happened?
I don't know. She became the table after she became the sole survivor.
Yeah, after she
I thought Roman was the table.
By doing nothing.
She's the table.
She became the table. Is that what happened here? Lana ascended to becoming the table?
Yeah.
But you know what's weird? I find it funny how Lana went through a table 9 weeks in a row with no injuries, and fucking Dana Brooke and Shayna and Mandy Rose are injured.
They're just not as tough as Lana.
Yo, Nia needs to thank Shayna and Nia.
Wait.
They told her, yo, don't leave that damn corner. If you leave that damn corner, we're going to kick your ass. And that's how she became the sole survivor. Am I lying?
She never left the corner.
Okay, hold on. Wait. We're going to talk.
Yeah, because we got other matches and shit.
Oh, shit, right.
Submitted to the approval of the Ramblemania show, this is basically the end of Lana's table streak. Without further ado, let's fucking ramble. So basically, we had a battle royal, a 20-man battle royal, 10 from Raw, 10 from SmackDown.
Skip.
The Miz won. None of us watched it. The Miz won by eliminating Dominic Mysterio because he thought he won.
Skip.
I'm just really not digging this whole Aaliyah dating Murphy because
hard skip on that shit.
That's really hard.
Tevin, what was the name? What was Ryback's old name?
Skip Sheffield.
We open up Survivor Series officially at the Thunderdome with the 5-on-5 men's Survivor Series team of Braun Strowman, AJ Styles, Keith Lee. Oh, wait. Hold on. It's Mongoose, Skipper, Broly, Fireface, and... did I say Mongoose?
I think you did. Or did you say Mongo? Here comes Mongo.
Well, whatever. It's one of those. And Team SmackDown of Kevin Owens, Jey Uso, King Corbin, Seth Rollins, and Otis.
What were those names?
Otis was in this.
Did they join Retribution? What happened? What are those names?
Right? T-Bar, apparently.
No, it's just Matt Riddle is just high right now on Monday Night Raw.
Oh, basically.
I feel like he's just RVD's son, and they just told him, "Yo, just be high all the time and just come up with these stupid names."
Higher than RVD, higher.
Yes,
because what happens is RVD, right? Like when you gave him a mic, he would just be like, whatever. It was like
he'd be like dude and bro.
It's like RVD was coming off the high, while when they talk to Riddle, he happens to be like at the peak of the high, and just never coming down. and then when he interacts with Keith Lee, is a whole other story.
It's like RVD is CBD. This nigga is legit THC oil, nonstop all day.
And R-Truth is THC Delta 8.
I was even tripping balls with the fucking virtual flip flops. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Yo, on Raw Talk, RVD and Riddle were like legit mirroring each other. Like RVD both the motherfuckers. Bro, he hosts the show. Not RVD. Fuck, I'm high.
And I'm the one that's smoking.
I meant to say R-Truth, sorry. It's the R's, man. So R-Truth. I'm over here like, yo, bro, he hosts the show.
There's too many R's in wrestling.
Too many R's, nigga.
Somebody needs to put a W next to that R.
Oh, my God. Anyway.
I'm sorry.
As all these things what happened, my son, R-Truth, I almost said RVD again. R-Truth, like every time he makes a joke with Matt Riddle, it's insane. Like he keeps telling him, why do you hate Batman?
What?
Think about it.
Why does he hate Batman?
Because he doesn't have superpowers?
No, Matt Riddle's like, dude, I don't have a problem.
Oh.
He's like
oh, I just realized. Okay, so Matt Riddle was called Dopey because Sheamus named him Dopey.
No. Now listen to this.
No, I'm talking about the code names.
Oh, okay, got you. Now listen, Dopey. That's funny.
Yeah, get it? We joke. Because that nigga's smoking dope.
And anyway, this was a funnier one. So I don't know if you get it, but put a whole bunch of question marks and realize that they got rid of Matt's first name.
I got it.
And then now you understand why R-Truth is like, why do you hate Batman so much? He thinks he's the Riddler, this motherfucker.
That's what the fuck you get for David Riddle. I'm going to do that all the time.
He's the worst. He's the fucking
R-Truth.
And then there was a moment, a segment on Raw Talk as well.
But first of all, fuck R-Truth. I love the Riddler. That nigga's my favorite Batman villain.
He's also my favorite Batman villain.
Everyone loves the Joker. I'm
you know what he asked Sheamus?
Sociopaths.
You want to know what he asked Sheamus?
What?
Well, first, he asked Drew. He asked Drew, you're Scottish, right? So are you related to Fat Bastard? And then he's like, well, I know him, blah, blah, blah. He's my uncle. Cool. So then Sheamus comes on like a week later, and he's like, yo, so you keep calling him your brother, like, yeah, bros, right? Yeah. So do you in turn also know Fat Bastard? And then he looks at him, and he goes, Fat Bastard? He owes me a couple of quid. Oh, man, R-Truth is a hot mess. Anyways, this is not the R-Truth podcast.
This match was basically a complete shutout. First off, Seth Rollins.
Yo, what was that? Why did Seth Rollins just be like, fuck this, kill me? All right.
I'm like, yo, is this Bash at the Beach 2000?
He's on drugs, bro. He's on drugs. He has to be. Like,
so
he literally...
There's no explanation for that in SmackDown?
No.
I feel it... Well...
Like, I know why he's leaving. Like, he's going to be a dad. But, like, did they explain that in storyline?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. Remember, that was Sunday.
But I mean, like, in the build-up, there was nothing in the build-up that Seth was like, I'm going to sacrifice myself.
Well, I'll tell you what was going on. So, finally, Buddy Murphy had just turned on him. And Rey Mysterio and the Mysterio family was now complete with Buddy Murphy. Ill pedo shit, ill.
Mind you, this is the family that beat this man with kendo sticks and is dating their daughter.
Yes.
What a weird fucking... Okay.
What kind of Springer Maury shit is this? This is some Russo next level shit, man.
So at the end of this pedo bear family, whatever the fuck is going on here.
Skip.
No, yay, man. You wanted to figure out what's going on.
I know, right?
So after all this situation, like the last thing I remember was they turned on Seth. They beat his ass or something like that. And that, you know, he was very upset and he just kept coming out upset.
Oh, so he just I lost my buddy and now I'm just sad.
He was trying to fuck up Buddy Murphy afterwards, like trying to fuck up his life. And you know,
I swear, when I saw these two kissing in the ring, I'm like, oh no. Yeah. I'm like, what does Alexa Bliss have to say about this now? Well, nothing, because now she's engaged to Ryan Cabrera, and that's awesome.
Yeah, I was gonna say, ain't she like engaged to some whole other dude?
Yeah,
yeah, just some singer Ryan Cabrera.
Bro, it's some like old school poppy little fuck boy, yo.
I think he won American Idol. Did he?
I don't fucking remember. I just know he was one of them little poppy motherfuckers I used to make fun of. and poke at with sticks like, look at you fucking idiot.
Well, look at him now. You got Alexa.
That's great. He's still a fuckboy. If I see you in the street, my man, I'm poking you with a stick. Fuck out of here.
Okay, so Raw basically shut out the whole SmackDown team. The match was basically 19 minutes and 25 seconds. I'm gonna give it a solid good because Raw really needed this win after last year's abysmal losing streak that they dealt with because of NXT popping up. So they deserve this. And I swear to God, I am sick and tired of these guys doing this whole captain shtick. Even SmackDown women's teams was doing it. I'm like, no, enough, please.
I thought this was all right. Like a bad, high bat, maybe, I guess. Low goods. I don't know. I guess there's no stakes in these. So that's one thing that always kills them for me. And like, usually with WWE Survivor Series matches, they book them weird. Like, guys just go out at random times. Like, you never really get to see the matchups that you would want to see.
Wait till we talk about the women's one.
Yeah.
That was weird.
Other than that, it was okay. I thought it was all right. So yeah, a high bat. Low goods.
Boy, oh boy, aren't I glad that this was the fucking opener. Because this would have been shit anywhere else, my nigga. Full fucking feces, my nigga.
Oh my God. Before you go, I do gotta say,
go ahead.
I haven't seen King Corbin wrestle in months. So when I heard this man's theme song, it all just...
Oh, Keith Lee got a new theme, a better theme.
Oh, yeah,
now.
it was good. Better.
Way better.
I missed King Corbin, my homie. But yeah, that's it.
Here's why I'm giving this a bat.
Okay.
There's a reason why I'm giving this a bat. Now, you got motherfuckers in this match like Otis, Kevin Owens, Keith Lee.
Guys who deserve better than this.
All these guys who are fucking incredible. Then fucking Team SmackDown. What the fuck was that? What was that? Hot man. See, in my head, I'm thinking, let's give some sizzle to the steak. Am I wrong? In my head, I'm thinking, you know what they can do here? They can bring in Retribution. Retribution can attack both. Because remember, Retribution's whole thing was they were attacking the entire system.
I kind of wanted something like that to happen. Like
exactly. So
were they on this show at all?
That would have been the perfect opportunity for them to like look good. Like, this is supposed to be a brand supremacy thing. Mm-hmm. You guys could beat up both for the brands. You guys have all these other fucking minions running around with you too. It's not just 5 people. You guys have 30 of them. Now, all you gotta do is just bring more of the extras and shit. That's it. But they didn't do that. And I think that was probably what was mainly going to be a lackluster in the pay-per-view, that they weren't going to pull the trigger on that.
Now, other than that, this is the way I was thinking. I was like, all right, they have so many ways they can play this. They have the whole situation with Retribution. They have the tribal chief, trying to make sure that his little man's, because in his heads, that's his little man's, gets it. So I'm over here like, all right, so something can happen with Jay, something can happen here with I'm over here thinking about, well, Miz just won that. We can have Otis and so many. I had so many ideas in my head. Like, you could have went somewhere with this. This could have meant something. And instead, the only bit of story you really gave us is, well, Seth Rollins is gonna die, and then at the end we're gonna bitch on Raw that we all should have been, one or the other should have been the guy and whatever and whatnot. Even though at the end of the day, fucking it was self-sabotage from SmackDown that ruined the match. That was so gross, my nigga. That was so gross. Ugh. I'm glad this was the opener because it was silly opener bullcrap and it was fine, whatever. But had this been placed anywhere else, I would have shitted all over this match. Fucking, I would have pulled the big pun and just shit on you. Fucking fuck out of here with this.
All that shit you explained about all their storylines and what's going on with all those individual guys throughout the shows, I know none of that shit.
Yeah.
And I never, and no commentator said any of it.
This is the thing. Like,
it's not good.
Nobody in the team, like, nobody in the team was getting along. The women's team weren't getting along. That's why they injured 2 of their own women and then brought in extras.
That was the only story I got out of this. Like, the team don't really like each other. That's the only story they push. But, like, all their individual stories, like, I had no idea what
it was basically
guy
like,
had going on.
Oh, I don't like you. I don't like you because I have a pass for you. I don't like you. I don't like you because now you're claiming to be captain. It's like, dude, make up your... this was the annoying part. The whole best of the best thing. Because you know what that kept reminding me of? Men in Black, Will Smith. Boy, Captain America over here. Best of the best of the best, sir. And I'm just like, can y'all shut the fuck up with that shit already? Yo. Like, I thought Under Siege was going to be the most annoying word.
Oh, but no, ew.
The best of the best, like, topped it.
Under Siege is, way lower. Best of the best is like, yeah, that's kind of corny.
The most annoying phrase to me is the best in the world, Shane McMahon.
The best.
Yo, Tevin, what was that Survivor Series where, like, the other team got to, I think it was SmackDown one, and then they got to control, like, or was it the other way around? One of the brands got to, like, control the other brand show for like a week or 2 or something like that, like a month or some shit. That's what they should have done.
Yeah, some shit like
wasn't
that.
It like the general manager
that would make me care.
That show takes like, over the other show?
If you're not going to tell me the stories that these individuals have going on and you're just going to tell this collective story about brand supremacy, then put some fucking stakes in it. Make me care. I don't care otherwise.
Add some sizzle to the steak, boy.
When they did the pay-per-view bragging rights, they gave the winner a trophy. They gave the brand a trophy. Why not bring the trophy back? Like, what the fuck? Fight for something. Don't just fight because your brand is better than my brand. You're not. This is stupid.
That's.
You remember the Survivor Series where they wouldn't do it like brand versus brand, but they would do it feud versus feud?
Yeah.
Why don't we get a few of those? This ain't bragging rights. We can have fun. We can do some cool shit.
Or how about this? How about you just stop giving us Elimination Chamber pay-per-views and just put the Elimination Chamber back in Survivor Series?
You know what matches were really cool on the show? The ones that wasn't really teams. Like every match that had to do like title versus title, I was like, yo, that shit low-key fire. Even the title, IC stupidity. But it was like fire.
Title versus title. Oh, let me explain the eliminations. Because this whole thing was a shutout by Raw. Sheamus eliminated Rollins. AJ Styles eliminated Owens. Riddle, Corbin, Strowman, Otis, and Keith Lee eliminated Jey Uso with a sick-ass counter that went into a spirit bomb. Oh, my God. Give that man the championship already.
Do you remember when Otis carried Keith Lee?
I want to see Drew versus Lee. What happened?
Do you remember when Otis carried Keith Lee?
Yeah, that was cool.
That was insane.
That was crazy. And that's another thing. Like, you know, I know Otis ain't Money in the Bank no more, but he can still get over. He's still doing his shit. All right, so speaking of champions versus champions, obviously this is my match of the night. I fucking love this match. The Street Profits versus the New Day.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
First off, I give props to Angelo Dawkins. I gave that man a lot of shit over the years, and when he was in NXT, because I didn't even like him, but he really improved. Really improved. He pulled some shit out of his arsenal that I've never seen before. And you know what? That pregame promo that they had. Oh, I've never seen niggas get more hyped up in my life, yo. I'm just like, yeah, this is the tag team that I really want more. This is the tag team that I want to see win. And these guys literally pulled out. Obviously, I'm just gonna rate it. This is 4.5. This is my favorite fucking match out of these two. These guys coming out in the Gears of War outfits, great. not a Gears of War fan. I don't like Xbox, so I'll just give you props. I just love the outfits. But the New Day actually giving these guys, like, you know, the one-off here, it's actually a good start for the Profits. Hopefully this leads to them having a good tag reign on SmackDown. And they just don't lose it immediately to, like, I don't know, Chad Gable and Otis, because Gable is starting his what is it? Alpha Academy and shit.
Chad Gable's teaming with Otis?
That's what I think. Yes. Yes.
That sounds kind of cool.
It's very strange, bro. You should watch it, but you're going to feel very strange about it.
Yeah, it's really awkward, but I could see the chemistry between those two, because Chad Gable is a goofy guy.
Yeah, if you do that right, that team would be great.
Yeah.
Honestly, like these two teams together, like, really gel. I couldn't even take my eyes off this match. Like, Montez Ford, he literally shocks me every time, like, when he's in that ring. Angelo Dawkins, again, he's stepping his game up a line. He's literally gaining my respect. Again, I'm giving this a 4.5. This is obviously my favorite match. This match was 13 minutes and 40 seconds. Good timing, too. Had good pace.
That's actually kind of impressive, because this match felt longer.
It did.
I was impressed with New Day cranking up the heel meter a little bit and deciding, since we're the veterans and y'all the young boys who we putting over, we're going to beat y'all asses. Before we put you over, we're going to beat y'all asses.
What is it? The Street Profits are the New Day's young lions.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're our young lions. We're going to show you the ropes, but you're going over at the end of the day, so it's all good. But yeah, I really enjoyed this match. I always told you, Hazel, that Angelo Dawkins was fucking good, and here we are.
Yeah, I just had to keep watching him more. It's just in his NXT days when he was a singles guy, it was just like,
man, I love me some.
It wasn't working for him, and I was thinking to myself, he's gonna be gone pretty soon. So
I love me some A-Dogs. Yeah. No lie.
Yeah, I know I got negative faith in main roster WWE.
Never.
So to see the Street Profits on this stage, shining, made me happy. So
those were our boys on NXT, so I'm glad.
Yeah, I'm happy to see them.
Yeah.
So.
It's like only Lorcan and Danny Burch slowly starting to make it now. That's how I feel.
Yeah, they're gonna be in their very first War Games.
Man,
so we gotta see that shit. We gotta see how they're gonna impress us there, especially our boy Oni.
Oni's gonna be it, man. But yeah, I like this match. It's a high good. It's a 3.5.
3.5. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm really digging the lava lamp in the back. It's just moving very slowly.
Bro, I'm over here having the time of my life, bro. You don't even know. Like, I'm over here. I'm talking all this shit, but at the same time, I'm also racing with Sonic over here. I swear to God, I showed Tevin the remote. I was like, he was talking shit about Xbox, and I lifted it up. Anyways, so I give this match a fucking bars. This match gets a goddamn bars. And if you don't know my rating system is obviously the good, and you know that's the middle of the line, and then there's the bad, and then that's like that low. Line. Low, you know?
That's our system. We've been using that for years.
And then, above good is what we know as a bars. And then below bad, because there is a below bad.
Is a who booked this shit.
Yes. And then if you want to get, a Meltzer rating breaker or whatever, it goes to GOAT.
Goes to GOAT, or we just pull rabbits out of our ass. We just go 6 stars, 7 stars.
I prefer
to
say
I've
GOAT.
been doing that.
I just go GOAT.
GOAT.
GOAT. I feel like that's enough.
Because sometimes I just don't give a fuck. If this is the greatest match, I'm not giving you just 5 stars. I'm breaking the meter either way.
This is the greatest show! Never say that shit ever again.
Never say that again. Okay. We have another champions versus champions match here. We have the U.S. champion Bobby Lashley taking on Intercontinental champion Sami Zayn. Match was 7 minutes and 50 seconds. The match was very subpar. I think they could have just done more with it. They just wanted to give Bobby Lashley this push. I give it a solid good.
I ain't got much to say about this match. Go ahead.
I don't want to say it bored me because you know what? It actually made Sami Zayn sell more. They wanted to bring the whole Vertigo shit back up again.
I found that shit hilarious though.
Yeah, so I give it a solid good. That's a 3.
Yeah. I guess I'll give them points for like continuity and bringing up some shit from years ago because I didn't know what the fuck was going on, and then like Michael Cole said it, like he had vertigo that one time, and I was like, oh,
yep.
I was like, okay.
I was waiting for them to bring up the sisters, and I'm like, they didn't even bring that up.
But otherwise, this was what I miss. Sami Zayn, like Sami Zayn.
Yeah, he's just Fidel.
You don't watch SmackDown, Seven?
No. But
watch SmackDown. It's not that bad. Raw, SmackDown, not that bad.
But I don't know.
It's only 2 hours. It doesn't hurt.
But even still, like this is not the Sami Zayn I miss. You know the Sami Zayn I miss.
I could go for a 2 hour show.
I miss his his trainer.
Yeah, his trainer who went home to deal with the orphans.
Yep.
I could use a good 2 hour show right now. Maybe AEW Dark can help me. It has 14
I was gonna
matches.
say if you need a good 2 hour show, there's Dark.
and
it's a Mania card with
Impact exists.
Under 5 minute matches.
Impact.
All right, we got Sasha Banks taking on Asuka. This was obviously one of their best matches. We'll admit there was some sloppy moments in this match, but I'm not going to complain. The only thing that I do have one complaint about is all the fucking roll-up manias that they've been doing.
Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible.
Yeah. It's wrestling.
But when it gets a bit too excessive, it's like literally you just ran out of ideas and you're just like, can we just do a bunch of roll-ups because we have nothing else?
It only takes 3 seconds. That's the thesis behind wrestling. It only takes 3 seconds to get the win.
So I have a question, guys. Should we start, putting our faith in Sasha Banks now? Because every single time that we predict a Sasha Banks match, we never pick her. We never picked her.
It's true.
We have disrespected her way too much.
Well,
and I think
this ain't disrespect. Match, she was going against Asuka, bro.
No, but I mean, after all the losses, it's just saying it as a comedic purpose.
True.
But look, after this, it's just like, yeah, maybe it's time we should start putting our faith in this woman. Because, come on, she defended the title once. The curse is over. So, maybe this finally might be it for her.
Well, here was the thing. The only reason I never had faith in Sasha is because they never had faith in Sasha.
Yep.
I would always pick her to lose because they would always fucking make her lose.
Yep.
So, I was just used to that. You go into a match thinking, well, they always have Sasha lose these big matches, so she's going to lose this one.
I swear, if it was NXT, she would not lose that match. But it's always the main roster that always finds ways to ruin it.
I guess now that Sasha she got some Star Wars clout, they can't do that no more.
Mando.
So she got that Disney clout.
I should have thought about that before before picking my prediction, because I was thinking about that, and for some stupid ass reason, I didn't even fucking, when I was making the final decision, I didn't even think about that.
See, it's funny that
she had just done Mando. Yeah,
it's funny that you said, oh, it's Asuka, because the way I went into this prediction, I was like, who are they more likely to disrespect here? Because they disrespect them both.
Yeah,
but
they've been having a boner for Asuka lately, but they also have been having a boner with Sasha.
Yeah, so I guess they've turned it around with both of them, which is good to hear. And this was my match of the night. I thought it was really good.
Asuka on Raw Talk is amazing.
Asuka everywhere is amazing.
Asuka is incredible. Even on her YouTube channel, she's amazing.
YouTuber Kana-chan TV.
She's so expressive.
Yeah. I watched that shit. That's how I've been learning some of my Japanese and shit. I learned from her.
She's so expressive. I love it.
Yeah, but I'm glad they're allowing Sasha to show what the fuck she can really do, because it takes me back to 2015 NXT, where she was really one of the best things going in this whole company.
Amazing.
What did I rate this match?
What did you rate this match? I rated it a high good, just under bars.
Same.
3 3/4.
Same.
So yeah,
3.5.
3.5.
All right.
We now have the last ever 5-on-5 women's traditional Survivor Series match. Team Raw of Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler, Lacey Evans, Peyton Royce, who have replaced Dana Brooke, Mandy Rhodes. Thanks a lot, Nia. I don't understand why.
How you fuck up Mandy, bro? How you fuck up Mandy? We're gonna fight, bro. Cause I love me some Mandy. You don't fuck up no Mandy. No, I love
me some Mandy too. But you know who I love more? Bianca Belair. And this is why. Because she was just fucking amazing. She was amazing last year. This year was just... She was really good. I just didn't like how they booked this whole shit.
Bro, you don't know that's my daughter?
Team SmackDown of Bianca Belair, Ruby Riott, Liv Morgan, Bayley, Natalya. Okay, is it just me, or is the Riot Squad looking like Harajuku schoolgirls?
When they get back together.
What? It's not the whole Riot Squad, Tevin. It's just Liv and Ruby.
Oh, okay.
Sarah's
but
having
still,
babies.
when did they get back together? Didn't they have a rivalry?
Yeah, no. They got back together when Ruby came back on Raw for a little bit.
But she turned heel.
No, she stopped being a diddler for a bit.
She stopped being a diddler.
So then after she stopped being a diddler and they went to SmackDown, she was automatically now the Riot Squad. I think they got drafted together.
Automatically now the Riot Squad.
Now you're automatically Riot Squad. Like that's your gimmick. This is the way WWE books, bro. Like I don't know what the fuck I'm saying.
Okay.
You kind of did a thing here. Now you're friends again? You're friends now, yeah, right?
Okay,
so we're going to draft both of you to SmackDown, and now you're going to wrestle for this whole squad. This is you.
Hold on a minute. We went from Liv Morgan doing promos in a tub, from her having a secret love
She was doing promos in a what?
She was doing promos in a tub.
She was doing promos in a tub?
Yes, trying to basically find herself.
What wasn't I told?
She had foam and a whole bunch of things,
Why the
man.
fuck wasn't I told this?
Man, this is your fault.
The fuck?
Yeah, she was trying to reinvent herself or whatever and whatnot.
This is bullshit.
She's like, I'm not a little girl anymore.
No, she's not.
I'm not going to wear Jordans and things of this nature. I'm going to wear fancy thing and come out to this fancy ass music that goes dun 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 dun. My name is Gianna Dario and my real name is a lot more interesting than my fake name.
Her real name is so good.
Apparently, she basically tried to be the next Scarlet Bordeaux, like Felicia's Black Cat in Marvel's Spider-Man.
Don't say that.
Yeah.
Don't say that. Because now I'm really angry I didn't see this.
She was like some burlesque type chick. It was cool.
She even tried to have a secret love affair with Lana during her wedding with Lashley.
Yeah, so apparently during her wedding with Lashley, right?
No, I heard about this.
Yeah, all right. So, yeah. So
okay,
she ruined it.
I just didn't hear about the tub.
Yo, Rusev's
That's the interesting part.
Rusev's face gets me every time. Every time you see that shit. Where did you like, not you. You!
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, where's Jerry Springer in this situation?
Jerry! Jerry Lawler was there, wasn't he?
Wait, was he there? Oh yeah, no, he was. He was actually doing the whole wedding recital.
Yeah, wasn't it him? I could have sworn it was him.
Yeah, it was him. He was there. He was actually doing the thing, like, dearly beloved, we gather here today. I don't know the fucking name of that shit. And I'm the married one.
Man, all I do is, watch wrestling. Like, I don't have any other life, bro.
But yeah, Tev, go on YouTube and just look up Liv Morgan in a tub. You'll see it. It's just weird.
Yeah, okay.
Remember that leaked video they had once of Nydia? At the Tough Enough house. That was a thing back in the day. Back when back when Napster and LimeWire and all that shit existed. Remember that?
Yeah, Aries and all that other bullshit.
Oh, Aries was terrible.
I used to use that shit a lot.
Fucking LimeWire was the absolute worst, bro. That shit would fry your computer within like a matter of seconds. That shit gave you computer AIDS in like 2 minutes.
Open up.
Yeah, that's what happened to Napster. Fucking Metallica happened to Napster. Yep. Fuck. When darkness falls,
that's why we never got Tool on like any of the fucking platforms of like Spotify, iTunes, and all that shit. It took them since last year to actually start doing that.
Yep. They didn't want nobody touching their music, bro.
They didn't want to sell out, but they had to.
Bro, I mean, you sold out to do that because you're becoming the system.
Yeah.
Allow the people to hear the music.
Yeah.
But
there's people who just give their shit away now. It's fucking crazy. They make money off of shows and all. Well, not anymore because of COVID, but.
Gentlemen, this whole entire time I was watching this match, I was telling myself, Nia Jax is such a bitch.
What'd you do?
Number one. She basically told the entire team, nobody tag Lana. They just Lana was like a lost little puppy.
Hold on. No. You're not going to do this. You're not going to do. Let me highlight you right quick.
It was funny, though.
If it wasn't for her telling her to stand in that corner, she would have not been the sole survivor.
Two, she didn't go through a table.
Her telling her, baby, stay in your corner, and her actually listening, made her the sole survivor. So at the end of the day, Nia, I wanted to fight you too at the moment, but once I saw what happened, I was like, nah, bruh, it played out right.
Number two, she didn't go through the table, which I'm just like,
because Lana is the table, bro. That's it. She can't go through it.
Right then and there, that's when I was telling myself, yo, the streak is over.
Remember when Shayna Baszler was a great wrestler? Back in that show, what was it? NXT? Was that the name of it?
Remember when Shayna Baszler eliminated everyone in the Elimination Chamber? Pepperidge Farm does.
Okay, so Bianca Belair in this match was great. And the finish was hilarious.
That's the thing. I was not a big fan of it. So here's the eliminations. Peyton Royce eliminated Bayley, which was weird. Okay, Natalya eliminated Peyton Royce with submission. Lacey Evans eliminated Natalya. First of all, Bianca Belair and Lacey Evans, that Spanish Fly. Mwah, lovely. I loved it. Shayna Baszler eliminates Ruby Riott. Liv Morgan eliminates Lacey Evans. Nia eliminates Liv Morgan. So then after that, basically, we see Shayna Baszler have Bianca Belair in the show. She's like the last remaining survivor in SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
So she's struggling to go on the rope. She gets disqualified because she doesn't break the hold. And then for comedic and genuine purposes, because they just had to pull this off, and Tevin just really loved this moment. Basically, Nia and Bianca both get counted out, leaving Lana the sole survivor. And my jaw dropped, and I was telling myself, where is the liquid nitrogen?
In my head, I'm over here like, somebody for the love of God hit up Orange Cassidy.
I was just like, please put her through the table.
I literally put in the group chat, she won by doing nothing. Even Orange Cassidy could never.
Nah, nope.
It was great.
He could. He could. He can.
He could. I would never doubt Orange Cassidy.
And it would be the best match ever, too.
Yep, it would. But I mean, Lana, who could have thought? And it was the only thing I cared about in this goddamn match. After, first of all, who the fuck do you think you are, WWE? Breaking up the Iconics. The fuck is this?
Yeah, they did that.
Yeah, what kind of shit was that?
To us.
And you know what, guys? I'll be honest. I gave those girls some shit all those years, and you guys trolled me for it. You know what? I actually enjoyed them. They were pretty good because they actually had a story to them. They were actually close friends since high school, and they got into the business together. The fact that you broke them up, it's just like, that's basically the end of like one of our favorite seasons of our favorite show. That's like you just canceled it.
Horseshit. Fuck this company.
But let me tell you something. Though. In this match, she looked incredible.
Peyton
Royce?
Yeah, she
looked fucking incredible.
There was a superplex that she did with Bayley off the ring, and then everyone was there, had to just sit there like, come on, do it. That was a cool spot.
My other thing, the two people you've been hearing about in WWE all year, because as we know, I don't watch the product. But the people you hear about all fucking year are Sasha Banks and Bayley. Bayley, who has been the women's champion all fucking year. And
all year.
Now she's not anymore. So in this big 4 pay-per-view, in this big match where she's the captain or not the captain or whatever. But she's been your big star all year, and you eliminate her first?
It's so hilarious. Since Bayley won the championship a second time and then this long reign, began, there has been not one mention, not on Raw, not on SmackDown, not even on NXT. There's not been one mention of Charlotte Flair. We didn't even rate this match, the women's tag match. This is oh my God. I'm not even going to give it a who booked this shit because this was too good of a pay-per-view. This shit gets a 2.5. It was good while it lasted.
Yeah. It was silly enough for me to like it. I give it a good.
Now we move on to the main event. The tribal chief, the head of the table, the universal champion, Roman Reigns, taking on WWE champion Drew McIntyre. Okay, first of all, I know I didn't talk about this on Raw Rant, so I'm going to say it now. I find it a bit odd that they really had to pull this plug. Is it because, Adam Pearce is taking all the beatings from Randy Orton and they just said, fucking take the butt off of him? Because, Adam Pearce is doing way too much.
He's Vince. That's exactly what he is. He plays the TV on-air character of Vince. Vince doesn't like being on TV because he feels like he looks senile. So, hey, Adam Pearce, you're going to play me.
Word, because when Vince came out to introduce The Undertaker, he looked like shit.
He's old.
He didn't look like shit to me. He just looked like he was wearing hella makeup and mad Botox.
That's the only thing. I think Vince looks fine. He just looks old. But he's old.
Yeah. But they put on way too much makeup on that man, bro.
Look. I respect Adam Pearce, former NWA heavyweight champion. That man has a good accolade in the wrestling business. But I don't know. Sometimes I feel as if guys don't really need to stoop this low for this sort of position. And I'm happy that he's getting this airtime. But does it have to be this? I would have wanted him to manage someone.
He's doing something backstage, most likely. He's not just doing this on-air character.
No, he's doing producer stuff.
Yeah, so
he's doing producer stuff for SmackDown.
So he's good. He's good then. He's good. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, he's good.
Let him do this. This is fine for him. Because they're not gonna make him a wrestler, so just let him do this.
Yeah, those days are over.
Yeah.
But Drew McIntyre winning back the WWE Championship. Again. I'm cool with it, but at the same time, it's just not the same. When he won it at Mania, it was weird and awkward because there was nobody there. Oof. And even when you have the virtual crowd there, it's still not the same. Because you still have that fake 2K sound playing in the background.
Me and Tevin had a whole NXT episode that we spoke about this.
I feel like they take the script from the match and whatever spot they're gonna do, they just have the audio ready for that. If someone goes through a table, they get a "This is awesome" chant.
Yeah, they get a "This is awesome."
A holy shit chant.
Everything they do, all the chants that we do, but it's so faked out, and so even the "Thank you, Taker" sounded fake as fuck.
Yeah, that too.
That hurt my feelings. It's damn, I wish there was a crowd there, not "Thank you, Taker."
I know,
then pause and repeat, then pause and repeat, then pause and repeat.
Should have did it at the CWC.
Facts.
But this match, their last encounter that they had was stupid. Him and Shane versus Roman and Taker. That was dumb.
Oh yeah, they did do that stupid shit, didn't they?
The graveyard dogs versus the best in the world and the Scottish psychopath.
Fucking graveyard dogs.
They actually had a shirt.
Fuck off, WWE.
They actually had a fucking shirt.
Fuck off.
Ew.
But this match, you know what? I know we used to give Roman a lot of crap over the years with babyface, but we only gave him the crap because it was Vince McMahon shoving him down our throats every week, trying to get us to like this guy. I think the struggle was real. Come on, he had to beat Triple H in Mania 32 to win the title. They had to keep the title on him to make him look strong. And then he loses it because of a suspension. He wins it back. He beats The Undertaker. And people thought that we were going to be okay with that. No, it just gave this man like he literally got the real X-Pac heat. That was the real go away heat. We wanted that nigga gone.
OD.
Like, literally. And then he just said the whole, this is my yard now. But then after, he disappeared due to COVID. He took the time to, rethink himself, recollect himself and, become a new person. I am really digging this whole shit. It's like, it's basically what Cody was trying to do in New Japan. Like, daddy eats first, all that bullshit, but this nigga is like taking it to a whole nother level. It's like, I own you bitches now. I own the family. Okay. Your father, disowns you. He loves me more than he loves you. Okay. I love the whole fact when after Hell in a Cell, the whole head stringers thing, his dad, Alpha and Sika just come out. I was just like, yes, this is what we need. This is the Roman that we want. And this match proved it here. A big problem that I had with it, the excessive finisher maneuvers and false finishes. I am sick and tired of the main roster trying to pull NXT shit.
That's WWE.
Because you can't pull NXT shit like NXT shit can.
That's WWE finishers. It makes me laugh when people be talking about, indie matches or New Japan or any other company like Finisher Fest. It's like, bro, that's WWE.
This is basically the whole idea of, okay, we can't come up with anything else in this match, so let's just do a whole bunch of finishes on each other and kick out. And especially with the fucking crowd, with the fake crowd audio, reacting to all that. It was cringe city. But it was an amazing match overall.
Yeah, this was a slow cooker.
Paul Heyman is the goal, by the way.
And built this one, and built this one. And at first I was like, this is slow. But then after a while, I was like, oh, I see where they were going with this.
It's wrestling, Tevin. Come on.
Wrestling.
But yeah, it
has to start slow before it picks up.
Yeah, come on, Okada, man.
You need to build up that match. It's a thing called psychology.
You ever watch an Okada match, Tevin?
Yeah, but come on now. I like both these dudes, but ain't neither.
Come on, did you not see the Kenny Omega Okada 7-star match?
Yeah, but again, I like both these dudes. Ain't neither of them Kenny Omega.
You ever seen a John Cena? You ever seen a John Cena match?
Fair enough.
You ever seen John Cena versus CM Punk? That's a good 5-star match.
Fair enough.
You ever seen Mick Foley versus Mick Foley?
No.
Well, in the video games, you can.
Yeah. You never played No Mercy, Tevin?
But yeah, I really like this match. Roman as a heel is good. It only proves that we were all fucking right.
Yep.
I've said this before. Like this entire Roman run is just proof that everybody was right. He should be a heel.
He should just be a forever heel.
I mean, no, you can turn him face after a little while, because now he's gaining the credibility that he never got to gain as a babyface. So people are gonna love him. And
he's such a better actor too.
If we turn him face, it would have to be when Seth Rollins is getting beat up by
obviously there's gonna be the right moment to do
bring
it.
A little mini Shield reunion.
Yeah, when that moment comes, you'll be ready, and the people will accept it because you've had this great heel run for him. So yeah, it's all been good for Roman.
How long do you think this heel run should last, though?
As long as it's working, I think. Because
I want this shit to last NWO lasted.
Yeah, I don't think you need
6 years.
I don't think you need to just pop him back face immediately. I think there's enough going on where you could just prop up different baby faces and have Roman as this evil.
I think the fact of the matter is WWE really needs more heels. They really do.
They have heels. They need baby faces.
But they don't have actual heels.
They need to be able to book baby faces and heels the way baby faces and heels should be booked. That's the problem.
Yeah. They can build a good heel. But the problem is they need to learn how to build the babyface to be that heel's foil. They don't know how
like
to
when
do
I watch
that.
AEW, I know who's a face and I know who's a heel because there's two different fucking entrances that proves that.
Nah, that's a lie because I be watching Kenny Omega and sometimes I don't even know what the fuck he's thinking.
Well, that's Cody because he comes out in the center because it's his baby.
Like you tell me about Kenny Omega. Explain it to me. Is this man a heel, a face? What is he right now?
Kenny Omega is the cleaner.
Kenny Omega
that's
is
not a
a
heel or a
bragger.
face, bro.
He's a bragger.
That's what it is.
But it's
To have
great.
Justin Roberts sit there and brag for 2 minutes about your wrestling accomplishments over the years just makes me want to puke inside.
And why is that bad? And why is that bad? We do that shit every week.
Because there's a thing. Because we don't know if he's a babyface or a heel. You're facing Moxley again, so it's like, what are you? You can't be chaotic neutral in AEW.
Yes, you can.
That's Cody's job. Cody has the center entrance for a reason. He is a neutral fucker.
Yo, for the remainder of the show, my bun will now be a championship belt.
Fair enough.
What are we rating this match, gentlemen?
I give this shit a 5 out of 5 stars.
A good and a half.
This match it just gets us solid bars.
I'm gonna go with Tevin on this one and do a 3.5. Unfortunately, there was something missing to it. It was. I feel like the build-up was just odd, bro. It was like, oh, I can't touch you. You can't touch me. You know,
again, bro. It's one of those where it's just like the card is subject to change, so you don't know who's.
Yeah. It was very strange, but there was a lot of pieces that could have been fixed in that. Like, why the fuck wasn't it just Randy Orton? Like, why did we have to steamroll this match?
I don't know. I guess because like Drew McIntyre invaded and just said, "Oh, he just cut a really good promo," and then Randy Orton got fined, and then they just took the butt off him. I don't know. I'm not in Vince's head.
Do you know Tevin why? Tevin, do you know why he got fined, Tevin?
No clue.
For touching Adam Pearce.
Yeah, just for putting Adam Pearce on a wall.
For touching him.
Is he not allowed?
Adam Pearce should have done what Drew Gulak did. Drew Gulak came out with a clip tie while Bobby Lashley was like grabbing him when he was the 24/7 champion.
Did you know that they also ended up finding somebody? Who did they end up finding, Hazel? You the one who watches Raw? Or they something like that.
Who?
Somebody else touched him. I think it was Braun.
Yeah, Braun basically headbutted the crap out of him, and then the infamous Drew McInfart.
Yep. Damn, Tevin,
What?
you gotta watch this shit. You really, yo, Tevin is so lost in the sauce.
I'm confused.
He's so lost in the sauce.
We should just call this episode Liv Bathtub and McInfart because this is hilarious.
Yo,
there was
I'm
a
still
promo.
thinking about Liv.
Okay, so apparently what happened on Raw was Charlie Caruso, like Charlie Caruso is being the best journalist, gets really interrupted by a bunch of people that want to talk to Adam Pearce about how they fit qualified to face Drew McIntyre for the WWE title.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, Braun is sick of this shit. So Adam Pearce got these hands and got headbutted really hard, and you can see this really weird lump on his head. He comes out and he botches so hard, but he comes back and tries to save it. But no matter how many times he saved it, it's gonna be the best thing to happen in 2020. He literally got on the mic and said, Drew McIntyre.
Yep. Yep.
And now it is basically the best meme of all time.
Mac and fart. Poor
Mac and fart. How old are we, Tevin?
30.
Yes, we are all. Oh my god. Survivor Series 2020. Overall, this show gets I'm gonna give it a solid B.
I'm gonna give this shit a good.
Yeah, this is a good, solid, a decent show. I had fun watching it. It was alright.
Yeah. Overall, it gets a solid B grade. There were some good matches. Like some of us had some good matches of the night.
It would be more like a B minus because the goods would technically be like a C plus.
Yeah. It could be that. Like, oh yeah. We'll give it a B-. It was a good but average show. Worst match of the night was the 5-on-5 women's match. I did not like the whole finish to that shit. It's just ridiculous.
That intro was a fucking abomination. Well, not the actual intro. That men's match was fucking horrible.
Yeah, it was. That was another one that was it was okay, but it was just a complete shutout.
It had nothing to do with the competitors. It's just the way they booked it. The fact that there was no creativity, no originality. It was just fucking, all right, you 10 lads, go out there and have a match. Like, fucking dumb.
I just don't like the fact that, like, 75% of the team that wasn't the men's SmackDown Survivor Series team, all the other teams were bickering about team captains and who they wanted on their team, and people injuring people. Like, this was dumb. This was really bad. But at the same time, we got some good, one-on-one tag matches and other matches that, delivered.
Yeah. Like I said earlier, the freaking to me it was all the champion versus champion matches that were cool. I wish they had feud versus feud matches here, but WWE can't do that anymore because everything has to be about Raw versus SmackDown.
Brand supremacy.
Fuck out of here. Get bragging rights back if you want that bullshit. And then at least it'll have some kind of stakes because you'll have bragging rights.
Can I have some steaks? I would like some steaks.
Yeah.
Just give me a steak, Vince. Steak dinner. Let me get I like sirloin steak. Sometimes some let me get some Kobe beef. I like a few other types of steak. Tevin, what's your favorite? Do you like ribeye, Tevin?
Ribeye is good.
What's your favorite type of steak?
I would go for a good T-bone.
Ooh, T-bones are good.
T-bone.
Yeah.
My fat ass don't like T-bones too much because I don't.
T-bone suplexes, T-bone steaks.
Sometimes they end up having a little, they have a little, too much like elastic to it. I don't know how to explain it. That little, I guess cartilage. Sometimes they be having a little bit of cartilage in between. You'd be like, I don't. I'm picky when it comes to the steak.
To the steak.
So, what's you guys' thoughts and opinions?
I forgot I had this thing on. This shit is that heavy.
And you're fucking lowering your head. I'm just like waiting for this to fall off.
Yeah.
So, what are you guys' thoughts and opinions on Xavier Woods being the new host of the returning G4 TV?
I love it. I'm glad. Like, shit, they didn't bring him on for fucking all the other shit he wanted to be on. So, this is good. He belongs here. He's the perfect guy for it. I love it. Great choice.
I miss G4 to death. That was like the one channel I watched on the weekends. It got me into, the Japanese stuff closely. Ninja Warrior, Unbeatable Banzuke, Attack of the Show, Hurl, Code Monkeys will always be my favorite show of all time. I remember buying the season 1 DVD of that. I still watch it on the cartoon streams.
Bro, you're making me sad as fuck, bro.
I'm sorry, but
hopefully I can. Hopefully they have like new versions of those shows.
Well, hopefully they bring some of these shows back. I don't care if it's reruns. I at least, you know what I'm hoping? They bring to G4 TV now that it's coming back, and I'm hoping they do this more because I want to see a lot of shows from the former Spike TV that's now the Paramount Network. I want to see some of these programs go to G4. I want to see MXC.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see MXC go to G4.
Yeah.
1,000 Ways to Die.
Yes. I don't know why it would be there, but okay.
Just for shits and giggles, because you need to add at least something suspenseful on that show.
Like, I understand, like, the game shows and stuff. You know what would be good for them? Deadliest Warrior. That would be a good show for them.
That too.
Because it would make sense.
I would want them to do Death Battle. I want them to bring Death Battle to G4 TV. All right, now here's the biggest question. What are you guys more hyped for, and what would you guys rather play more than ever? Would you rather play the AEW game that's going to come out on the console in the future, or the AEW Elite General Manager mode on mobile?
Ooh.
Well, I mean,
go ahead.
We'll have to see how they play. Like, I love TEW like games, so I'm excited for the general manager game. So if they do that right, then I'm going to be all over that all the time.
Like, the only reason why I didn't bring up the casino one, we're not gamblers and we don't gamble, and that's stupid.
Yeah, that's just going to be one of those cash-in gimmicks. It's fine. It's whatever.
That's coming out in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, but I mean, like the other two titles, like those I'm excited for, just because like good pick up and play wrestling arcade game would be fun, and then like both of them are going to scratch different wrestling game itches I have, so I'm excited for both.
Like, we got Ukes coming back. Like, they're really trying to, you know, plug the fact that they're trying to make this game like No Mercy and everything. Like, you know.
Yeah, they got
I can't wait. I cannot wait for that. Again, you know, everything that we saw in that trailer may not be the final product. They might update those graphics a little bit, make them a little thinner, because they kind of have that WWE like All Stars.
Yeah, they look a little too thick.
They're looking a little too bulky. So I'm hoping that they kind of tweak that a little bit. But overall, like, you know, with next gen graphics and everything, you know, coming out, everything looks just great. Like, again, I'm gonna wait patiently to get a PS5 until it updates and it has like a newer console version.
Yeah, when they get all the kinks worked out, it'll be good.
But literally, I would be more hyped to play the GM mode. I think I would be willing to throw some money on that game a lot.
I don't like phone games.
Well, this is a different kind of phone game, because you know what? You can actually book your shit, and you can do fantasy booking. Yo, you can make Santana or Ortiz the AEW champion.
I wanna do that in an actual video game.
Okay, you can do that in a video game. You can do that on your phone too. What if they don't have GM mode on the game?
They better. I'm not doing that.
See, what would be great is if they could eventually introduce like some sort of interconnectivity between the two games.
I was gonna say that too, but regardless, like, I'm not gonna play it on my phone. I don't like playing anything on my phone. I fucking hate playing anything on phones.
I still play Call of Duty.
It's always uncomfortable as hell
on the phone.
I can't believe I got banned.
Are you still banned?
I gotta check.
Oh my god!
Why'd you get banned?
I have no idea.
I don't know, some dumb shit.
I have no idea.
They've been banning a lot of people. Oh my god! They almost tried to ban me on Modern Warfare a couple of days ago. Some stupid shit happened. I don't even know how to fucking happen. They kept saying like I was trying to like exploit shit. I'm like, no, that's not possible, because I'm not a hacker. I don't do that dumb shit. I'm not gonna cheat.
Hazel out of this group is like the least computer literate. So for them to insinuate that he's trying to do some sort of manipulation to their server or anything of that kind, them motherfuckers is on crack.
Bro, there have been games, there have been Call of Duty games where I just want to throw the TV my remote at the TV. Because there was this one game that I was playing. I was literally smoking everyone. I mean, everyone. I'm playing free for all. The score limit's at 30. I kill everyone. I'm at 29. Literally, I found one dude running right behind me. I just hit the aim button. I'm about to shoot. Game got cut off.
You hate to see it.
I was so mad, my nigga. I couldn't look at my wife for 3 hours.
Niggas, I couldn't look at my wife for 3 hours.
No, I was angry. I was that angry, my nigga.
Get away. I'm sad.
Because I'm like, yo, why would you play me like that? And that shit's happened to me many times. That shit's happened to me so many times. Like, Zeb, do you have PS4, Zeb?
Yeah.
You have to add me. Yeah. we gotta get some games and shit.
Yeah. It depends, because if I have PS5, then...
And I had to delete WWE Battlegrounds because of all the glitches and the patches that they still haven't fixed. Mm-hmm. I can't play Battle Royals if anyone's going to pick Andre the Giant or the Big Show.
Wow.
Damn.
You know what I'm talking about. Y'all niggas watch New Legacy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I had to deal with that shit too. Okay. All right, let's wrap this up here. Tell everybody where to follow us.
But of course, you already know
we haven't done that in a while.
Yes. Find us on Instagram at Ramblemania Show and at Banter Club Podcast. Find us on Twitter at Ramblemania, Facebook.com/Ramblemania Show. You can also find our group there, Ramblemania Show's Banter Club. It's where we and all the podcasts that we associate with post our goings on. It's where all the shit goes down. As far as the audio goes, we are everywhere where audio is found. That is Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Anchor, TuneIn, Overcast. Everywhere your podcasts are found, search Ramblemania Show or Banter Club. As far as the visuals, that is right here on YouTube. Go to the search bar, search Ramblemania Show or Banter Club. When you get here, you like the video, you click subscribe, you click the bell, so that when the new content drops, it goes straight to you.
Can you send me all of this stuff so that I can say it at the end whenever I do Raw?
All right,
because I always do the YouTube stuff and the original platforms that we have. So I didn't know about all this other stuff that we have. You need to keep me informed.
All right,
bro. I had to learn that shit for that one Raw rants that never came out that I still have in my
yeah.
I had to learn that shit. I still remember it, so it is what it is.
Yeah, because now I need to learn, because I know that we have like newer platforms and stuff, but you guys got to send me like all that information.
We're growing all the time.
Yeah.
But that's for me personally.
Yeah.
Wait, it's a thing. It's a flow. You're fucking up, Tevin.
You gotta get the flow. As for me personally,
yeah.
You can find me on Instagram at TJ the Great One. That's TJ the GR, the number 8, the number 1. And find me on Twitter at TJ the Great. That's TJ the GR, the number 8. It's as simple as that.
TJ the Great. You can find me on Instagram at 6XL. Repeat after 6XL. That is the number 6. That is the letter X and the letter L. And you can find me on Twitter at SIIXXA9 Great. That is at SIIXX. You already.
And you can find me on Instagram at iZombies. IZombies.
There he go again, stealing my gimmick. There he go.
Let me remind everyone that me and Six will be having our one-on-one predictions for TLC for the vacant Ramblemania Championship. If I do win, I'm still going to keep the tradition going. I have to defend the belt at Wrestle Kingdom. So whoever has the belt needs to defend it at Wrestle Kingdom.
Oh, so good. I'll win it back then. I ain't losing at fucking Wrestle Kingdom.
We'll see about that. That we'll see about. So you guys may be Banter Club and all that stuff, but remember, the three of us together, we're still the Ramblemania Show. So we least need to come back together as one.
We
got to do this once a month at least. This will be our Ramblemania abridged officially.
This ain't abridged.
Yeah, nah, this ain't abridged. This is the full gimmick.
Bro, I just started yawning started yawning like 2 hours ago, bro.
I'm looking at our time right now. This is the real gimmick.
2 in the fucking morning, bro.
This is the real thing. This is the Ramblemania show.
Bro, I just worked 12 hours, got my ass home, set this whole gimmick up. Then we lights, camera, action, let go. Fucking shit.
Look, I'm thankful for you guys. It's Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
I'm thankful for you guys.
Happy
I'm thankful that we got to good this.
Happy Indigenous Peoples Day. Fuck that.
You know that. Say that.
The only Christopher we acknowledge is Wallace. He's right over here.
Say that.
He's right over here. And right behind him, too.
Yeah.
So only Christopher. Oh, and Rios, of course. Christopher Rios.
Of course.
Which, if you don't know, that's Big Pun.
Yes.
So, yes. Those are the 2 Christophers. And Christopher Walken, but that's a different story.
Yeah.
I guess.
For the Angel of Death 6XL, TJ the Great, I am Hazel the iZombie, wishing you all a point and goodies, a 2 fucking sweet, good fight, and a good fucking night.
Blah, 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 blah. I don't even have to do this. We have an outro now.
Yeah, it's playing.
Yeah, can we start doing that now? I'm sick of doing that on Raw Rats.
It's playing.
Hold these. 2 sweet bitches.